Thank you for joining us here today on Focus on Natural Health Education and Community Development, Inc. I have with me today Miss Linda Bealer, and she is a retired teacher, that's correct?
Speech therapist.
Speech therapist. But even though she's retired from that, she is still working in the community, doing volunteer work for our nonprofit organization, Focus on Natural Health Education, and she is our new secretary of our board. Linda, thank you very, very, very much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
And Linda, Ms. Bealer, she is going to share with us some nutritious, delicious food, snack food, however you want to put it. It's going to be good and good for us. What you going to share with us today?
Well, I'm going to do a kale salad with avocado.
Kale salad with avocado.
Right.
Yes, indeed. Okay,
Right.
I'm going to step back a little bit and let you do what you need to do.
Okay. Well, the ingredients are 1 avocado, 1 large tomato, lemon juice, sea salt, olives, and olive oil, and of course kale. The kale has already been cooked and chilled. Okay, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to start with the tomato. Okay, it has to be chopped. Thank you. It has to be chopped.
And then you've already washed it. I saw you when you washed it.
Yeah, I've washed everything and bagged it up, or everything is pre-washed. You're right.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's a pretty tomato.
Beautiful.
So I slice and chop.
And we know that when it comes to tomatoes, they're loaded with lycopene.
That's right.
And I mean, all of us need it for ourselves, but especially when it comes to the male gender. I say 40 years old and up, we need to do at least a tomato a day.
Okay.
I mean, pull this out of the way a little bit.
Okay.
That looks good already.
Yeah. And by the way, I usually use organic ingredients. Just to try to steer away from the chemicals.
Right, okay.
And they're actually the organic vegetables and fruits are tastier.
They are indeed. As much as possible, I too use organic, and what I do, during the summer and during the fall, I do community gardening, and I grow fresh produce and give it away to needy people, and of course senior citizens, whether they're in need or not. And that's one of the main reasons that I do organic, is because of, for the sake of the health benefit. And we know that it tastes a lot better too.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I say that if a tomato or peaches, if you can smell them at a far distance, that's not a real tomato. Peaches, if you can't smell them before you see them, I don't want them, because they're not going to taste good. I was at Walmart a short while ago, and I was getting ready to buy a little something to snack on until I got to the office to eat a full meal. And while I was standing in line, I smelled fresh peaches at a distance. I turned around, I saw them, I said, "Woo, gotta have a couple of them." And they were so sweet.
Wow.
So my theory is that when it comes to especially to your fruits, you need to be able to smell them at a distance.
I agree. I agree.
And now your green olives. You're going to do your green olives?
That's right. And these are the ones that I usually use.
Okay.
Okay. Lindsay, natural olives. And one reason why I use them, there are no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no artificial preservatives, no allergens, and it's non-GMO.
Wow.
And the only ingredients are olives, water, and salt.
Okay.
Yeah. That's very, very tasty. So I chopped 3 of these up.
And you know, with them being natural and know this and know this and know that, I would imagine that they're not as salty as your regular
They aren't.
green
You're right.
olive. I'm glad.
They aren't.
I'm glad.
They aren't. Yeah.
I love black olives,
Yeah.
but they are so salty. You know, when I buy them, and I have to rinse them off with clear water at least 3 times.
Wow.
Before I can use them. It
Lot of
tastes good,
salt.
but they're too much sodium.
Yeah. They also have the black olives in this
okay.
brand, but to me they aren't as tasty.
Really?
It could be me, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but I like the green ones.
Lindsay, Lindsay. Natural. Okay.
Yeah.
And where can you buy?
You can buy those at Walmart.
Okay, wonderful. Okay.
That's the only store I think I've seen them in, that particular one. There are other Lindsays that are not naturals, but the natural. The only one I found is in Walmart.
Okay. Okay.
They cost a little bit more than the other olives. They're $2 and something cent a can, but it's worth it.
Okay.
You know, they're healthier.
Pay me now, pay me later.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what the man from Napa said. You pay me now, you pay me later. When it comes time to purchase those parts for your car.
That's so true, so true. Okay. All right. So mix that up.
Tomatoes and green olive. Natural green olive.
That's right.
Okay. I'm gonna pull this back out of your way.
Okay, thank
Got a little
you.
bit more working room.
Okay, now actually after I do this, I pour this into the kale.
Okay.
Tomatoes are a little bit softer than I prefer, but they'll work.
Okay.
The recipe requires that you just put salt in the kale to cook it, but I tried that and it's not as tasty as putting the other seasonings in.
Okay.
I usually like to put a couple of bay leaves in and a little parsley, a little celery seed,
Okay.
the pink Himalayan sea salt.
Okay. And that's what this is, right?
Yeah, that is.
Pink
That's what the
Himalayan sea salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It actually has about 64 more minerals than regular salt.
How many?
About 64.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
And you know, I checked about on the regular
64.
table salt. That's right. The regular table salt is usually bleached.
Yeah.
And it goes through a lot of processing. And when they finish that process, there's only one mineral, and that's usually sodium chloride, and they add iodine to it.
Oh my goodness.
But with the pink Himalayan sea salt, like I said, it has over 64 in there. There's some in particular that it named calcium, iron, just on and on and on.
Wow.
Very, very tasty. And I use it as a flavor enhancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know our body does need salt.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. We do need
Yeah.
salt.
But you definitely want to use the right kind.
That's right. That is so true. One other thing I wanted to mention too about the kale. After you cook it, you drain it. Put it in. Well, actually, you put it in a colander and let it drain in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
And it'll chill.
Oh,
Because this is a salad. This is
that's
a salad.
amazing.
Yeah.
Cook it, drain it in the colander, and let it chill.
Right, right. And
Awesome.
one other thing I wanted to mention too about the kale. The kale, there's several sources of kale, but the most common one is the curly leaf or Scott kale.
Okay,
And that's the
and that's what
one
it
we're
is.
using.
Okay, all right.
And when I went to the store yesterday, I was expecting to find some leaves about this long and they're about this big. I guess it's that time of the year.
You found baby kale.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what I usually do when I'm cutting it, I usually cut it at an angle, and then straight across, and then at another angle. And it's in smaller pieces.
Smaller pieces.
And it's tastier.
Oh, okay.
You know.
I learned something every day. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's tastier when you cut it that way. You know?
And to be honest with you, I didn't like the idea. I really didn't like the idea. It was a mental thing, you know.
Yeah, kale.
But I guess you say, graduated from what food looked like and sometimes what it tastes like. And then I look at the fact that this is good for my body, so so I eat it.
Right.
Yeah. Might not like the way it looks, might not like the way it tastes, but hey, if it's good for my body, then I eat it.
That's
and
right.
on that note, Linda, we are going to take a break.
Okay, sounds good.
Then we'll come back and finish up. Because I'm anxious to see what it tastes like.
Okay.
We're going to take a break.
Tune in to one of Jackson's newest radio station, WFNH 95.1 FM Radio, Jackson, Mississippi. CEO, founder, and president, Deborah Gant. Or visit the radio website at www.3abnradio951.com.
Thank you for joining us here on Focus on Natural Health Education. Prior to going to the break, Ms. Linda Bealer, my special guest, was sharing with us step by step how to make a nutritious, delicious, healthy kale avocado salad. Did I get it correct? All right then. So we're going to resume on behalf of your finished product.
Okay. Before the break, we did the tomatoes and the olives and mixed them with the kale. Okay, now the rest of it has to be blended, okay? And it includes avocado, lemon juice, sea salt, olive oil, okay, and celery. I guess I'll start with the celery. I found that in making this, you have to cut the celery in small chunks, because if you don't, you'll think it's all blended. And when you pour it out and mix it in with the other ingredients, there are hunks of celery in your salad. So
wow.
It takes, so I said, well, what I'll have to do is just cut it into smaller pieces.
Okay.
And it won't have to blend as long.
Okay. So you cut it and then blend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut it really, really in small pieces. I have been cutting it maybe in 3 or 4 inch pieces, but that didn't work out too well. So I'm gonna do it a little bit differently.
Now, dealing with fresh kale, fresh
Celery.
Sometimes it gets to be kind of on the expensive side, like $1.39. I can hang with that, but when it gets to $1.98, that's also a different color. Can I not use the celery? Not the celery salt. Well, the celery salt. Can I use that?
I don't think you would want to use that because, again, with the salt, they do the bleaching and they put preservatives in it, and it's not as healthy for the system.
And it still got a lot of sodium.
Yeah, a lot of sodium. You want to avoid too much sodium, especially if you suffer from high blood pressure, So, no, I wouldn't advise it. Fresh is better.
Fresh is better.
The closest thing to the natural is better for our bodies.
All right.
Because we get more enzymes and all these other things. More minerals and all these things that keep us going.
Yeah. And even when it comes to the celery, celery leaves, I think it's like dehydrated or dried up or whatever.
That's true.
It's maybe okay, but still not the best.
And then you don't know how long.
How old it is.
Exactly.
Whereas I can look at that and tell they are fresh. Beautiful, green, fresh.
I found that when I started using more fresh herbs, my food was tastier.
Yes, indeed.
People say, oh, who's that? Whose food is that? It sure doesn't smell good. The herbs. Yeah, it makes a difference. Fresh,
Especially
fresh,
when
fresh.
it comes to that garlic.
Yeah. Okay. I think I better do the lemon juice next because the avocado gets a little messy. And again,
Fresh lemon juice.
right, fresh lemon
Fresh
juice.
lemon juice. So the little concentrated, little 99-cent bottle that's concentrated in the plastic. You don't use that.
No, don't use that. And one reason why, again, you're dealing with preservatives.
And there's no telling how old it is.
Exactly. Exactly. You know.
That smells so good. Wow.
Yeah. And I like to use a juicer because you get more juice. I usually roll my lemon really good. Well, my daddy had to have lemonade every day.
Oh, okay.
We got a lot of practice in rolling lemon.
Okay.
So when we use the juicer, you're getting more juice out of the lemon. If you just cut it and squeeze it, you're not getting as much juice.
Right. Well,
okay, so the next thing I'm going to put in there is 2 teaspoons of lemon juice.
okay.
And with this recipe, you have to really be careful because sometimes I'm rushing and I see T and I see T.
Oh, TSP.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm thinking, okay, I put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I said, oh no, it's 2 teaspoons.
Yeah, let's make sure
If
we
you
do
put-
just the 2 teaspoons.
If you put 2 tablespoons,
It's going to be,
yeah, it's not going to be as tasty.
that's a big teaspoon.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 teaspoons of lemon juice.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to do, go on and do the 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
2 tablespoons.
And I use, 2
Okay.
tablespoons. And I use the cold press.
Okay.
Okay.
Cold pressed olive oil. Is there a difference in the cold press and extra virgin? Because I don't know.
It's extra virgin cold press.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's both. And again, you want your ingredients to be as close to natural as possible. The less processing, the better it is for you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll go and tackle this avocado now.
Tackle the avocado.
I need a paper towel over there. Okay.
Well, you want to use it, put it on the green platter there?
Yeah,
The
that'll
avocado?
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. I take that.
Okay.
Your lemon.
Yeah.
This out of your way.
Thank you. That's a big help. Trying to figure out how we're going to do all of this. Okay. And usually what I do is get a medium-sized avocado. But this is a little large. But I like avocados, so I usually like to get the large avocado.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like a dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, there was a time in my life that,
You didn't like
the first
avocado?
time I sampled some guacamole, my friend girl in Jackson, Tennessee, she had some, and I said, well, let me taste it first to see what I wanted, you know.
Yeah.
And I ain't like the look of it. And I tasted, and
That was the end of that, huh?
it wasn't so much the taste, it was a mind thing.
Okay.
On behalf of what it looked like. I
Okay,
used to be
gotcha.
hung up on, if it don't look right, I ain't gonna eat it. I'm past that now, I've graduated. So now
good.
I love avocado. And a lot of times I take the avocado, I take my bread, whole wheat bread, and I toast it. And I can toast it without putting any kind of margarine or anything on it. Then I
That's
take
good.
the avocado and I spread it out and make a spread. Instead of like using mayonnaise, I use the avocado to spread it out, and that's my spread for my toast.
Oh.
And then I do
Yeah.
my red onions
That's
and my
tasty.
tomatoes,
Yeah, that's tasty.
my lettuce. Now I got a BLT without the meat.
Yeah, sometimes I use avocado on my sandwiches.
Okay.
You know, and do the cashew mayonnaise. I'm like, oh, this is so good.
Cashew mayonnaise. Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay. Some people like to cut their avocado before they take it out of the skin, but I got this idea from my son. He peels it off. I said, oh, okay, you get more of the avocado if you just peel it off.
I like peeling it off too.
Yeah, yeah.
Seems like it comes out easier when you peel it off.
And you get more of the avocado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow, that's okay. We're not gonna worry about that. Okay. Now the only thing we have left, I think, to put in there is the sea salt. So I'm gonna have to use some more blood.
Himalayan pink
Sea salt.
sea salt. Okay.
Yeah. I felt there are a lot of brands out there. This is a bag that my son gave to me. He said, I'm not ready to start anything else right now, so you can have it.
Oh, he gave it? He gave you some
he
Himalayan
did.
sea salt?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He did.
On that note, we're going to take a brief break before we
Okay.
come back and deal with the Himalayan sea salt.
All right.
And the completion of your salad dressing for your kale.
Okay, sounds good.
We're going to take a break. Be right back.
Tune in to one of Jackson's newest radio station, WFNH 95.1 FM Radio, Jackson, Mississippi. CEO, founder, and president Deborah Gant. Or visit the radio website at www.3abnradio951.com.
Yes, this is the continuation of this nutritious, delicious salad. And is, once again, it's avocado, kale, avocado salad. Okay, and Miss Linda Bealer is preparing it for us.
Okay, the only ingredient left is the 1 teaspoon of salt. Again, I like to use the Himalayan sea salt because it's a flavor enhancer and it has so many minerals. So I add 1 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt to that.
And once again, you said how many minerals does it have?
I think it's over 64.
64 minerals. That's awesome. Okay, now it's time for blending.
Okay. Gonna check it and see if it's all blended.
That looks good.
Tastes good too.
You said it tastes good too. What you say about what did you say about the first time you made something? What you say about you told me something about your husband? What did you say?
Oh yes. First time I tried it. My husband said he's not big on salads, and he said, "Is there a recipe for this?" I said, "Yes, it is."
And speaking of the recipe, is this your original recipe?
No, it's not my recipe.
It's not your
I'm
recipe.
glad you asked that. I was surfing the internet and I ran across this. I ran across this. It said recipes for adrenal fatigue, and it's Doreen Lamb and Dr. Lamb, Dr. Michael Lamb. And it was a free download. I don't know whether it's still available, but I found several really nice recipes.
Wow.
It's not just vegan, it's for meat eaters too. So anybody that might be interested could check and see if it's still available. Okay.
That's wonderful.
And again, this recipe could be there is also a raw version,
Okay.
But I cook the kale because it's so fibrous, and if you cook it, it's called It's called partially raw. This is a partially raw version that I did. So you don't have to cook the kale as long.
Okay.
But you still have the avocado and the tomatoes and the olives, you know.
Really, the only thing that's cooked is the kale.
Right.
And everything else is raw. Like you say, so it's partially raw.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wonderful.
so now it's time to put it in to the kale and tomato and olives.
It's time to eat. Because I sure have developed a hearty appetite by now. It smells so good.
Okay, this is what it looks like without the avocado, avocado and the other things.
Kale is the king of the green world. Green leafy vegetable.
Yeah, it's nutrient dense. Yeah. Good for a whole lot of things.
Loaded with vitamin K, is it not?
Oh, it is. And
Yeah,
vitamin
so-
K prevents, helps the blood to clot.
Blood to clot.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Some people, it might have problem with hemorrhaging. That's
That's
a
true.
good thing for them.
See, the only thing about this, when you fix this avocado, is there's so much left in the blender.
Well, so you,
Okay, we're gonna let that do. Okay, so we're gonna mix
stir it up
that.
real good.
And usually, now when I fix this, I can usually eat off of it all week.
For me, it might stretch for 3 days for me. I know you eat like a little bird, like we all should eat.
Yeah, how about that?
You know, it looks good. It smells good.
Yeah, it tastes
I'm not
good,
going to be
too.
selfish. I'm going to save Lady Walker some. I do get a chance to eat.
Of course. Let me
Yay.
finish mixing it really good.
Turn it.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring it in there. Yeah, turn it. Yeah, so they can see the finished product. Yes, indeed. Now, let me taste mine.
Okay.
And while you stirring that up, you want to give people your email address? They need to get in contact with you?
Yes. Okay, my email address is L as in Linda.
Do I say
L
mine?
as in
Okay.
Linda.
Okay.
M as in Mary. Bealer. B as in boy. E as in eat. A as in apple. L as in Linda. E as in eat. R as in red. LLMBealer@gmail.com.
This is super good.
You know, I think what makes
This
it
is
so
awesome.
tasty. Wait a minute.
I eat this by itself.
Yeah.
What make it so tasty is what?
The celery. The celery really changes the flavor because I've used avocado and tomatoes and other things, but when I put that celery in with the lemon juice,
This is
Very.
so good. I'm gonna put this
and
on.
it's simple, it's quick.
I'm gonna put this on my vegan pizza.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Before I see 1 minute. Yeah, I like it. I
This
really
is so
do.
good. You want
I
to give
use-
once again? Give them your contact information.
Okay, again, it's LLMBealer@gmail.com. Okay.
It's good. You know what? As always, all good things must come to an end. And that's where we are right now. This is the end of that show. Bye-bye.
Bye.
But it's not the end of this. I'm going to need some more.